long time no talk. So I only set my reading goal this year. If you follow my channel at all, you know that I've been really struggling for like the last 8 months or so in terms of my reading. So I only set my Goodreads goal to 12, which is 1 book a month, and I'm exactly on target. But this video is about The Wicked King, which is the sequel to The Cruel Prince, which for context, I happen to love The Cruel Prince. I love Holly Black. I have several reviews of her books on my channel. But didn't really love this one as much as I had hoped. So I started this book in February, and this was going to be the book that I read for February. But it took me until mid-March or so to finish it. I had gotten about 100 pages in, slowly but surely, and then I kind of just didn't feel like picking it up again. So like I was saying, I love Holly Black. Coldest Girl in Coldtown, absolutely loved it. Darkest Part of the Forest, also love that. You can find those reviews, like I said, on this channel. Cruel Prince, and I don't know if I didn't love this because it's me right now, or if it's the book. The book was really slow. A friend did say, you know, once you get to page 150, which, let's be honest, this book is like under 300 pages, I think, or just around a little over 300, around there. It gets really good, and I will say the last 60 pages of this book were amazing, and I do want to read Queen of Nothing, which is the third book in this trilogy, but I really struggled with this, and I understand that there had to be some like building, and I don't know if it just was like nothing happening. I do know, for me personally, I tend to enjoy a series more if I can binge read it. And I think, you know, that's what I'm doing with the Restore Me, which is like the Shatter Me reboot. And I just think that for me, even though a book a year and then you're waiting like 3 to 5 years or something crazy for these series to come out, you know, I don't like to reread because I have hundreds of unread books. So I don't reread before I read the sequel because I just don't. And so, you know, that could be a factor. I gave this book 3.5 stars. I did bump it up to 4 on Goodreads because, like I said, the last 60 pages was really good, and I love Cardan so much. And I love Holly Black, so I don't know, like I said, if it's a combination of things on my end or if it's kind of like second book syndrome. You know, if you don't know what that is, it's kind of where the second book, you know, especially in a trilogy, is like the transition book, but like trying to, you know, the arc, it's trying to connect the first book and the third book. So the beginning is cool and the ending is always, you know, awesome, and then in the middle it's kind of stalls a little bit. So I am excited for Queen of Nothing because this did end on a cliffhanger. So if you haven't read it yet, know that going in, so that might persuade you to wait as well. Not a horrible cliffhanger, but what happens can kind of go one or two ways in regards to Cardan. Like, he's either doing something really good or he's doing something really devilish, and it's kind of, you know, which one is it? But overall, not my favorite. You know, I really hope that it's more me and not a matter of I don't know, every fantasy book kind of starting to be the same, and, you know, YA is just seeming really saturated right now. So the books I've been tending to enjoy more were like Vanishing Stair, which I think I read in January or February. I can't remember which month, but I know I reviewed it, and that's on this channel, which is by Maureen Johnson. Or I'm reading the 4th Charlotte Holmes book right now, and I really am enjoying that. I have about 127 pages left. I've only read it, I think, twice or so. Or like 2.5 times. I read it a little bit the one night. But I'm really enjoying the YA kind of mysteries. I'm also hoping, so I'm filming this in April. It's actually April 1st, so happy April Fool's Day. But I'm hoping to read Emily Henry's latest book because I love Emily Henry. You can find reviews for her other books on this channel. You can find reviews for the 2 Truly Devious books by Maureen Johnson on this channel. You can find the reviews for the 3 other Charlotte Holmes books on this channel. So yeah, I guess I'm really not feeling YA fantasy lately, but I do want to read Queen of Nothing. So overall, this wasn't my favorite, but I still love Holly Black, and I still love Cardan, even though he is kind of like, he's like Darkling, you know, like he's kind of villainous, but you love him at the same time. So you may want to check this out if you read Cruel Prince. Just know that it's a lot slower pace and that it ends on a cliffhanger. And then meanwhile, happy reading and happy writing.